What's that? The Dark Phoenix movie might be canceled? I'm shocked. Hello everybody, I'm Robert Storms. Welcome back to the channel once again. If you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on my channel. And I try to keep everybody up to date on the latest news. Maybe not as soon as I can, but as soon as possible. I always try to keep everybody up to date. And this is a rumor, a story going around the internet right now that the X-Men properties might be getting canceled over at Fox. Now, Dark Phoenix and the New Mutants movie was both supposed to be released this year in 2018, but the New Mutants movie got really bad test screenings and they went and they did major reshoots of the movie, and Dark Phoenix was just a complete mess altogether. Simon Kinberg came in, he wanted to direct this film. I believe it was his first ever film he was going to direct. It was his directorial debut, and when I first heard that, I was like, this is a bad idea. Do not let him direct this, especially with it being such an important movie, with it being the Dark Phoenix saga. This is their second stab at the Dark Phoenix saga. Don't let a new director, I know he's been in Hollywood for a super long time, he wrote a lot of scripts, don't let him come in here and direct this film. They did, and they ran into a lot of problems. They want to go back and reshoot the entire third act of the movie, and rumors are like many of the sets have already been scrapped, so they had to rebuild the sets. So now there's news that these movies might not even come out because it looks like the Disney-Fox merger is going to happen. It is official now. They're just waiting on the final confirmation, which will happen in 2019. And apparently, to help both parties involved, they're just not going to release these movies. Because if they release these movies now in 2019, after so many problems with the production, and these movies come out and they turn out to be horrible, it will ruin the brand of X-Men for a while. It's going to ruin the brand, and that's really going to put a stain on anything that Disney tries to do, much like what they did with X-Men Last Stand. Everybody remember X-Men Last Stand and X-Men Origins Wolverine? Those movies were horrible, and it really put a black eye on the franchise for a while until Matthew Vaughn came in and tried to fix it with First Class, which I think he succeeded in. But you don't want to ruin the brand. If Disney just purchased this company and they want to use these properties in the MCU, you don't want them to push out something that is a bad product to tarnish the brand. And I think that's what's going to happen. And I wouldn't be surprised that these movies never see a light of day. Maybe down the line, maybe in the Disney streaming service, they might put it on like, hey, you remember that movie that we were filming that you guys never got to see? Well, here's New Mutants, here's Dark Phoenix. And another reason why this is an important decision is because the Dark Phoenix saga is probably hands down in the top 5 most important story arcs in the X-Men universe. And they already tried in Fox once, and they fucked it up. And if you are Kevin Feige and you have plans to use the Dark Phoenix storyline in your cinematic universe, do you want them to fuck it up twice? And then when you go to have your property, it's like you can't touch it again. You can't touch it again. It's sort of like what they are with Spider-Man right now. Like, they did Green Goblin in the Sam Raimi storyline. They did Green Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man. Now you kind of got to stay away from Green Goblin over the MCU because they've done Green Goblin twice. You don't want to oversaturate the public with Green Goblin. You don't want to oversaturate the public with the Phoenix. So I definitely think this movie probably won't see the light of day. I really do. That definitely means the Gambit movie ain't never happening. And I told everybody, that Gambit movie is never going to happen. I don't care what Channing Tatum says. That Gambit movie is not happening. And I'm telling you, these movies probably going to get scrapped. We'll probably end up seeing them on a streaming service or something like that. Because now the actors and actresses have all got schedules that are busy. They can't come back and do reshoots. The actor who played Quicksilver doesn't even know when the movie's going to be released. So it's a whole mess over there. So I honestly don't think these movies are going to see a light of day. But I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Once again, guys, if you find me for the very first time, be sure to click that subscribe button. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.